I really fucking love snacks. Hello and welcome to the Halloween edition of Snack Time Podcast. I'm your host, Lindsay Adams. And up top, I just wanted to say thank you for listening. If you enjoy it, please subscribe. You don't ever have to listen to it again, but I do need you to subscribe. Anyway, love you. So excited for today's podcast because one, I love Halloween and Halloween candy. Two, I get to wear the same costume that I have been wearing 3 years straight. Have I washed it? Maybe. And three, am I on two or three? Whatever. I would like to introduce a returning guest to now discuss Halloween treats. Very excited. Guys, please welcome to Snack Time Podcast, Hannah Einbinder. Oh my God, there she is.
What is up, Snack Time Nation?
Yes.
Timers.
Yeah. First timers, old timers, new timers. Hannah, welcome back. You're the first person to have done the podcast twice. How do you feel?
Look, I feel like it's about time. I can't believe I wasn't back sooner.
I agree. I completely agree. I don't know. Somebody seems like they've been busy. I don't.
This podcast involves my two greatest loves, which are snacks and Lindsay Adams. So
stop.
I'm ready to do this with you every day, even if we don't record it, even if it's just a phone call.
Honestly, most of the podcast happens offline with my friends. I was at the Comedy Store last night and I was like asking people what their favorite snack was. And they were like, "Who are you?" And it was truly just like, but look, here's the thing. It sounds stupid, but when you ask someone what their favorite childhood snack is and they come out with what is like their instinct, that hits. You see that joy light up in their eyes.
Yeah, couple repressed memories.
Couple repressed memories. I forgot who it was, but last night somebody was like, "I faked sick a lot, so saltines," and I was like, "Excellent."
What was scary at school?
I faked sick a lot too, though, because I wanted to lay on the bed and watch TV. Well, not bed, the couch. I wasn't rich.
I will say absolutely. Also faked. I mean, of course. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's avoiding school, a place where, you are made to feel less than, by the structures that be. And it is, of course, snacks and couch and TV, of course. Huge.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Do saltines actually help you? No. But
I'm sorry, crackers are not medicine, and it's important to just come out and say that. I mean, in terms of, maybe something mild that helps a sick tummy, sure. But I mean, I'm not going to Rite Aid to get a prescription for crackers. It's just not.
No. And it's also, crackers are for like when you can't keep anything down. That's like the idea behind it, to like have soup and that. But like, for me, it was like soup and that and a normal dinner and
ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, can we get all the things that like are like special, like popsicles? So crackers aren't medicine.
Super important, guys. Spread the word.
Yeah, absolutely. But I am so excited when I texted you and was like, "Do you like Halloween candy?" I feel like I knew the answer. So, did you have like okay, first of all, a couple questions Halloween related. Did you have homemade costumes or store-bought?
I think it was always a combo. I think if there was a piece that was needed to sort of get the idea across, then, there was a venturing out to a party city for a piece or two.
Sure.
But, usually it was a DIY situation because it was maybe a group costume.
Oh, you had friends.
Yeah, at times, at time. I mean, when you look back on those relationships, I don't know that friend is the word, but certainly
Right, right, right.
people around. Yeah.
Right, 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 right. I
So
mean, if you did doing group costumes could be considered an abusive friendship.
100% because of course someone me is always, and you're the jester and
Yes.
yeah. And you're the hunchback of Notre Dame.
Exactly.
Like,
Um, so you would do group costumes, or what was your favorite costume as a kid?
there was a costume one year, I believe I was maybe 5 or 6. And the costume was pop star. And we were all very into Britney, who is, thank God, free. I mean,
Yes.
thank God. Baruch Hashem, Britney is free. Uh,
Yeah.
the super important piece was, of course, the headset, right? So DIY
Right.
costume, but headset need to get the headset.
Yep.
Um, 3 hours in glam in the morning,
Yep.
I'm just, doing my full on, brown eyeshadow. I'm 5, right? She's giving me full beauty. Um, um, and yeah, pop star was huge. Frankly, if I had a time machine, I would go back to pop star. That was a great day.
Interesting. Were you ever a scary sort of character?
No, no,
Wow, always glam.
always glam, always cute, just really take, the Mean Girls philosophy applied to me very young around
Yes.
Halloween. Yeah, it was always, I'm trying to think of other years. I think maybe one year I was probably like Garth from Wayne's World, but aside from that,
Yeah.
I mean, Wayne and Garth, iconic costume. I mean, so
Yeah.
good. But other than that, I think I was probably always like cute, bat or whatever.
Cute bat. I love that. I love a cute bat. Actually, never thought to be a bat. I always had a combination of scary and, as I got older, cute costumes. But my mom was a librarian, so she was really into puns and wordplay and stuff like that. So I remember one year I didn't know what to be, and we always did homemade costumes. Like, we would do elements, but always homemade costumes. And I hated it. Like, truly wanted to jump off a bridge. And she got me a box of Life cereal and put a knife through it, and then made me look really scary, and then told me to tell everyone I was a serial killer. Can you believe?
I
Lit
You make so much sense now.
I
You
mean,
make so much sense. Yes, of course. By the way, genius. Sorry, literally
it's
genius.
so genius, but, like, honestly, when I was, like, I think I was in, like, 1st grade, really, like, not what I was vibing for.
I want to be a princess, mommy. You're a serial killer, Lindsay.
Exactly. I was like, okay. I mean, and I have this picture and it's delusional. And then I always went as like the generic brand version of like a specific costume. Like one year I went as Sabrina the Teenage Witch instead of a witch. And so I just looked like half preteen, half witch.
Like half like this or half like this.
Like, I had, like, a witchy outfit so that people would understand that I was a witch, and then I would have my hair in a headband
Right.
and, like, the whole, like, jewelry vibe. I
Sabrina.
just mostly got weird looks from all the parents were, like, the ones that were really confused trying to figure out what I went as.
Yeah,
But
my feeling about the store-bought costume at the big Halloween store is the way I feel about wedding dresses. I feel like you're spending
Mhm.
they're so expensive. They're so expensive to
So
wear once.
expensive.
What are you gonna
Yeah.
do, wear them twice?
No, and they jack up the prices every time of year. In my mind, I'm always like, okay, what you're going to do is go on Amazon and you're going to buy your outfit. But like, I also, as a comedian, like now I feel pressured to do something that is not too basic, but like clever. And I'll just be honest, like I'm not that clever. I can't think of a good character ever that like really fits the bill. I always end up being like, what if I was a cloud? Or and then like and then I'm like, well, this character deserves fake eyelashes and it doesn't. And it's like, what are we it's too much. I think my best was when I went as Garfield.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I made my costume.
It's so funny because I feel like there is if I'm thinking about the pressure to dress up or to not dress up as a comedian, the pressure is of course to be like, I'm not a fucking baby, like I'm not dressing up like, just
Right.
look above everything.
Right.
I have not dressed up for, I mean, most the past couple of years because I mean, I think maybe this year it would be cool too, but I feel so silly. I feel so silly doing it.
I
Maybe that's
know.
my issue though. That's probably my issue.
No, I do the same thing. I mean, if I go to a Halloween party, I'm like hype. Like I would go to as many Halloween parties as I can because I also like theme stuff. And one thing I always mention on the podcast is I like to eat things that look like other things. And so it's like the ultimate holiday of like eating worms and like fingers that are cookies. So I fucking love that, and I will go to any lengths to, like, make that a thing or, like,
Oh yeah.
blood cake.
Yeah, I love that. I saw on Instagram on my explore page where I lose most of my years to um, the way to make jello worms where you have
Absolutely.
the straw with the bend, you pour the jello in, it hardens, and then you squeeze it out and it's like fully worms. I'm like, that's genius. Like that's fantastic. And
Yeah,
I mean, you're giving like themed cakes all year round. Like
yeah,
you are frankly the spirit of Halloween is year long for you when it comes to the
yeah.
craft.
Thank you. That
So
means so much to me, and I also love candy, and I love
much.
I mean, it's just such a time, the memories of trick or treating. What was trick or treating like in LA?
Trick or treating. I mean, of course, I think it's a super uniform experience of like, this is the good neighborhood to go to.
Right.
All over the country, it's like, oh, yeah, this is the good neighborhood. I have one memory, one from trick or treating. Um, and it is going around with my friends at a very young age, going up to someone's house, and a woman reached into a bowl of popcorn and just dumped the popcorn into our bags. And of course, like all of our parents like swarmed and were like, no, 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 don't eat that. Like just
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it was so, I mean, my dad's like really neurotic, germophobic, someone's going to poison,
Oh.
like just, someone's poisoning the candy and giving it out,
Yeah, they are. Of course they are.
So, whenever we had the haul, I mean, this is so funny that all of this is coming up. Whenever we had the haul, it's exactly what you were saying. You come home, you dump it out on the table, whatever's been slightly, it's in the trash, whatever. Okay, so then
Yeah.
you have this, and then you can pick, 6 pieces, and then the rest goes up in a high place where you can't reach it. And my parents would totally eat the candy because we're
Yes.
all sick.
Yes.
Like we've talked about this on the first snack time, of course,
Yeah.
like not only food, but sugar is a huge, sort of outlet for addiction.
Right.
And so, yeah, I mean, that was like, Halloween was very that. So you wake up and you're like, I counted the pieces. There are 16 missing. What's going on? So yeah, I mean, it was just candy is such a craze, but Halloween was a very particularly crazy experience. All that.
It really is, and it's really funny because I think for the longest time, I really only thought you were allowed to have candy at Halloween, and there are really specific candies that and the format that they come out in. Obviously for trick or treating, but also just like specifically, I remember the Jolly Ranchers that were in the long sticks.
Long
Did
stick
you
cylindrical or flat?
No, like a flat,
Yes.
like like rectangle stick, and I'm really unsure as to like what the engineering behind that was. That like, because I would eat that now, but
Yeah,
like I guess like maybe you don't want small kids choking on it.
interesting. Yeah, it's just so you can't have the little, twisty Tootsie
Right.
roll type thing. I
Yeah.
guess so. I mean, but like, aren't because they don't want to change the formula of the candy itself, isn't that all they're ever fucking doing is just changing the delivery method? Like
Yeah.
all of the Starburst minis, the
Mm,
fucking, Airheads, the giant Airheads, the Airheads bites, the classic Airheads, like all they're doing
yeah.
is changing the size because which by the way, I have never had a departure from the original form of the candy that tastes like the original candy. So something's
I kn I know. It's actually, like, baffling that they can't get that right. Like, an airhead is
happening.
if an airhead is perfect in itself, and, like, if I don't unwrap it and feel that, like, weird oily, like, outside, I don't want it. I would eat a chewy sweet tart if I was interested in their bites.
Thank you.
You
Thank
know
you.
what I mean?
They're not good.
They're not good. I completely agree. But I liked all the delivery methods and the smell. Someone mentioned that on Twitter recently.
Mm,
The smell of the when you dump the candy out of the bag and it's all together.
I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I think we should go trick or treating together, Lindsay. Is it weird for adults to do it?
I don't know, I would do it. I think that like in LA, you can always make it a bit and people won't think it's weird. Like if you bring a camera for some reason, people are just like you can honestly do anything you wanna do. You could show up to a playground and just be like, "No, no, 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 I'm not weird. It's a bit."
Oh my god. So okay, so we might have to I also have a very young uh nephew, so we could or cousin or something like that. So we could
Oh, I
maybe
love that.
them off
We
and
just smell each piece of candy. It smells waxy. It's, like, honestly delicious. It's, like, old chocolate with, like, a hint of fruity that, like, leaked out. It's just kind of incredible.
yeah.
Um, what were your top Halloween candies? You talked to me a little bit about this, but tell me what your top Halloween candies were for you. Give me 5.
Okay, so I mean, for me, it was always like I have this thing about, Snickers grew on me as I
Okay.
got older, where I go, okay, fine, a peanut. I'm really, really sorry, you guys. I just don't want nuts in. I really actually don't like nuts. I don't want them anywhere. I don't want them in carrot cake. I
Mm.
don't want them in candy. I barely want peanut butter. I don't. I mean, I do. Fine, fuck, fine. I want peanut
Yeah,
butter.
wow, relax on that.
I just got fired up and I frankly lost myself. But
Hannah Einbinder, anti-nuts.
I mean, we do that. Um, but I have to go Twix as my number one. It's all good things: the chocolate, the caramel, the cookie. I have to say Twix. And I suppose in no particular order. But I would say Twix.
Mhm.
I would say sometimes in those variety packs, you got a midnight Milky Way
Okay, okay.
that I love. I really do love a midnight Milky Way. You get a little bit of marshmallow, the dark chocolate, and the caramel. It's really good.
Yeah,
Usually I'm like literally like to keep dark chocolate away from me. Like I'm trying to party. I'm not,
right.
a fucking, square.
Mhm.
But yeah, I like it in that context.
Same.
So I would say also, I mean, Halloween candy. I mean, if there ever was Skittles, that's pretty classic because I do want the candy, which I feel Halloween candy is dominated by chocolate, which is fine. But just in those variety packs that people buy, um,
Yeah.
that's certainly one. I have to say Dum Dums. I think Dum Dums are a pretty big situation. I love an apple. I love a watermelon. I love a strawberry. I love a cherry. I love a cotton candy.
Interesting. A cotton candy. Okay, yeah. I mean, Dum Dums are a pretty big kid snack for sure.
Um, And then obviously controversially, I would say Three Musketeers.
Yeah. I mean, you're an old soul. You're if you like Three Musketeers, you're an old soul. You fucking nougat head.
Geriatric bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
geriatric nougat head. Have they changed anything about Three Musketeers in the last 4 million years?
They gave up when they made that.
They did.
They
They were
needed,
like,
yeah,
let's just do one element.
yeah, they needed to get to lunch or something. I mean, but what other candy is the nougat in? Is it Snickers?
It's in Milky Way.
Milky Way.
That's
Oh,
nougat.
oh, so Milky Way is Three Musketeers with caramel.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm changing to no. I'm actually adding Milky Way. I love it all. I love it all. I want
No,
the disgusting shit. Like I, I want
nougat.
to pain.
And it's funny because nougat generally comes with nuts. I'm trying to think of the other candy bars that have nougat in them, but a lot of them come with nuts. And
Is it in Snickers?
no, maybe no, maybe. I don't know. Anytime I think of Snickers, I think of the Snickers ice cream bar. But I think that like maybe Halloween was the only time where I liked Snickers, but I like those in the freezer.
Yes. Oh, I mean, freezing candy is Junior Mints frozen. Only way to have them. Period.
I hate Junior Mints. I hate a peppermint patty. Sorry, goodbye. Get off my podcast. I think that that is the most what?
Have you had them frozen?
Yeah, I don't care about them at all. I have never there that is maybe one of the few candies that I will straight up throw in the trash.
Wow.
I hate them. I don't like them. Junior mints, like all of this shit is so gross. I don't know why wouldn't you want something like a Mentos?
I love a Mentos, but it's a different, it's a different. At AMC theaters, they keep the Junior Mints in a freezer.
I know, and I honestly think instead they should throw them out. I so here's an idea for AMC. Take the Junior Mints out of the freezer and put them right in the trash
I
because
mean,
that's
movie
where they
theater
belong.
candy is also another episode, and I would like to do that. So
It's totally another
it's
episode.
on the books.
I know, it's very movie theater snacks are just, like, in general, gorgeous. I think my top overall are
Yeah,
Jolly Ranchers,
huge.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups,
Fine.
have to. The ones that, like, I would negotiate for with my sister in terms of, like, trading, the other one would be Butterfingers. I love Butterfinger was an ultimate for me. It was just like, mm,
Take it or
and
leave
then
it.
also, so I'll take your Dum Dums and raise you a blow pop.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, full size. Who's giving up
Mhm.
full size? Where are you fucking trick or treating?
That was like the golden ticket. You would get full size blow pops from
Wow.
places, and that was like the perfect mobile candy that you would just a blow pop was mwah, chef's kiss.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
Absolutely.
was very much an overall. And then Airheads, that was just
Yeah.
such a
Yes.
Airhead.
They gave out the mini. They had that pack. That's good.
The minis were great. I was fine with that. Love a mystery airhead, one of the white guys.
White mystery. Yeah.
White mystery. White men are a mystery. So this does
Most
or
are.
are they though? They taste like privilege. Okay, that was a bad one. Sorry, I apologize.
Pew
It
pew.
was look, I told you my mom likes wordplay. I didn't say that I learned well. Um
I do want to touch back on peanut butter, and I
Please, because you left out Reese's, which was pretty surprising just because I feel like it's a unanimous fave.
you know what it is, Lindsay.
What
It's the
is it,
fact,
Hannah?
and I'll tell you, it's the fact that growing up, it was so like it was so like I'm walking through the grocery store with my mom. I'm picking up the Gushers. I'm going, please. She's
Oof,
going,
yes.
absolutely not put that down. The fruit by the foot, please, absolutely not. Okay, the fruit snacks. peanut butter is too close to something that is in some realm healthy. I have a Reese's
Okay.
cup and I go, oh, it's the Whole Foods chunky, unsweetened, shit. And
Oh,
I'm taken back to a place of, you know,
torture.
so yeah, just as a child going like, fuck, I don't want it to even be close to something that is a real thing. I want
Mm.
synthetic through and through. What is a
Yeah.
gusher?
I agree with you to a really large degree, and for some reason, I don't engage with chocolate peanut butter super often, but I think it's incredible. So I really don't understand my relationship with it, but I know a Reese's is a Reese's is a Reese's.
Sure.
I feel like peanut butter candy is an interesting area. Also, I know people who get like the natural ones, like you mentioned from Whole Foods, and it's like, no, just eat peanut butter. Just like eat normal peanut butter because what's inside of a Reese's is not peanut butter.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's not. It's like a peanut sugar paste, and that is what I stand behind.
sure. I think you're right. I think you're right. And every time I would have one, I would go, oh, yeah, sure. But if I'm getting to pick as a child one thing from the gas
Yeah.
station,
Oh, yeah, no, it's a
yeah,
sugary candy. It's a sugary
100%.
candy. It's a sugary candy. I Okay, so here's some multiple choice questions for you. What is the most popular Halloween candy in California? I will give you 3 choices. 1, candy corn. 2, which we will discuss, don't worry. 2 or B, Reese's peanut butter cups, or C, peanut M&Ms.
I mean, it can't be peanut M&Ms. Like, it just can't be. Which, by the
Don't
way,
people love them?
I mean,
Or did they just exist as the only option for so long that we were like, "That is a thing"?
were peanut M&Ms? Did they predate regular M&Ms?
No, but I think it was like the main options were like M&Ms and then peanut
Like,
M&Ms.
peanut M&Ms. Um, God, in California, I mean, oh my God, this is tough. Actually, this is really hard because are we going based on sales? Because candy corn's flying off the shelves. I mean, it's only yeah.
Right. You know what? Not gonna lie, I don't really know what we're going based off of. I'm pretty sure it's sales.
Okay. I genuinely, this is a difficult question for me. I genuinely am not confident in my answer, and I want that to I just want to be clear about that.
Sure.
But I'm gonna go Reese's peanut butter cups.
And you would be correct.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I've never been wrong on snack time.
You've never been wrong on snack time. No, they are the most popular. I mean, I think they're the most popular in the US. Although I agree with you. I think candy corn sells and I like candy corn
Same,
in moderation.
same.
I like the little pumpkins.
Sure,
I like a little fall mix, if
sure,
you will.
sure. I might. Yeah, I might. Yeah,
You know what? What I used to really like was when people would use it as a table decoration. And
sure.
they like, you would go to a family dinner and they would or like a Halloween party and instead of thinking of it as candy, they would throw it across the table and make it seem decorative. And that was always my swiping area.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think what's great about a candy corn is something that I look for and love in various candies, but I think it's mostly something that you get from candy corn. I mean, I know I must experience this elsewhere, but I'm having trouble, bringing up an example of it
Right.
because there is a color gradient. You get to do the 3 bites, the 1, the 2, the 3.
Yeah. And like in your head, it's different flavors.
Right,
And
right, right, right.
it's truly and it's, like, honestly not, what it really is actually fondant, like, the same way like, it's fondant and vanilla flavor. So it's, like, literally someone was just like, okay, I mean, this feels fine."
Sugar, butter, and vanilla.
Yeah, it's really not, there's
Fantastic.
not much to
Yeah.
it. I
Oh,
mean,
and
it makes sense because when I make my cakes with fondant, it's like fondant is not good, and everybody's like, "Ew, it's bad," and it's like, I agree, but, like, for some reason, I'm still eating it.
right, and here I am eating it.
Yeah.
Um,
So
you know what I forgot about candy corn is the wrinkle, the lines in it. I'm photo
ooh.
right now. And just like how uh they're not particularly soft. Like there is your jaw is, moving to a degree, which I love.
Yeah,
I love to really feel that.
yeah. I love a texture play too. I mean, that's such an important part of candy because there's really only so many flavors that you can come up with
Mhm.
and so many flavors that I give a shit about too. I'm really like mad at tropical flavors. I've
Yeah,
never in my life been like, "Oh, a tropical jelly bean." Like, suck my fucking dick, tropical
the
candy.
only tropical candy I want is pineapple.
Pineapple works, but they always try to lump it into one, and they're like, "Guava, mango, pine," and I'm like, "You know what? Give me one or give me none."
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so the least popular Halloween candy overall, here are your options. A, Tootsie Rolls, B, candy corn, or C, Tootsie Pops.
It can't possibly be Tootsie Pops, and I would like to retroactively add that to my list.
Okay, I mean, we have problems if Blow Pops didn't make it, but Tootsie Pops did. Also, because Blow Pops are so funny when you're, like, in 7th and 8th grade and you're like, "Can I get a Blow Pop? I love Blow Pop."
Um, I mean, well, but like the great thing about Tootsie Pops is that you're getting the candy and you're getting the chocolate.
I mean, the fact that I know that Tootsie Rolls are chocolate technically, but the fact is that they're the worst form of Halloween candy, in my opinion, of all
Mhm.
time. Hands down.
Your body, your choice. That's all I can say to that.
It's not I mean, it's the bottom of the barrel. It's
Wow.
literally the bottom of the barrel. I
Wow.
would listen,
Wow.
I covet candy. The only way I'll eat them is if they're in the freezer because then they remind me have you ever had the Chinese candy White Rabbit?
Possibly.
It's like a milk candy, looks similar to a Tootsie Roll. You should have it because it's so fucking good, and, it's like a hard version of it. You really gotta give it, like, a good softening in your mouth before you dig in.
Um, I I would say the least popular has to be um, it's gotta be Tootsie Rolls.
It's candy corn.
It's candy corn.
Well, but that's the interesting thing because it's like, are we basing this on taste? I don't know. Ask my unreliable sources. Are you eating chocolate in this moment?
I am eating chocolate in this moment.
What kind of chocolate?
It's Tony's Chocolonely.
Oh my god, did I see Alex went to the fucking factory? Did you go too? I hate you.
Did he talk about it?
No, I wanna know everything about this fucking chocolate factory.
Um, so we're in Amsterdam and he's like, okay, we're going to the Tony's Chocolonely headquarters store. And I'm like, we're in Amsterdam and you're taking me to the equivalent of the M&M store right
Right.
now? Oh, how wrong I was. Okay. I walk into this wonderland, okay? And there is a wall of every chocolate bar flavor that they make. The
Mm,
US only has a handful of flavors. They have such a wide variety. I want to say 20.
fuck.
Okay. I'm talking white chocolate raspberry. I mean, just
Mm.
everything, everything, everything. And each chocolate bar, okay, stacked like this, has a lever. You pull the lever, little chunks, taste size chunks come out free. You just walk up, you grab it.
Stop. Stop it right now. Did you
I
get a
want
bag? I would get a bag.
Well, okay, I
Well,
love where your head's
you
at.
can't.
I love where your
Yeah.
head's at. They expect that you don't abuse it in Europe. They're like, oh well, people will just take one and then go smoke a cigarette or whatever. So every possible flavor you can imagine. This young German girl comes up to us. She works there. And she's like, have you been here before? And we said, no. And she said, well, I'd love to tell you about the company. The creator and founder of Tony's Chocolonely started the company because he had a piece of chocolate and from another brand and found out that child labor was used to create the chocolate, which is very typical actually in most chocolates. And so he, of course, this is like the most classic white guy thing to do, sues himself for eating this unethical chocolate and starts this company based on ethical production.
Okay.
And he has flavors that he makes that he does Ferrero Rocher, Kit Kat, Twix, and another one. And what he does, as you can see, he has this sort of whatever, he will have that chocolate bar mimic the packaging of Twix, of Kit Kat, of Ferrero Rocher, as a petty insult to them to say, I can make your exact same flavor ethically and it's better.
Oh my God. I love a petty chocolate company.
Incredible. So also, as you can see, the Tony, I've just ravaged this, but the Tony portion of the chocolate bar is the biggest portion of the entire chocolate bar, which is split up into these smaller fragments, symbolically to say that corporations get the biggest piece of the pie in terms of, everybody, sort of benefiting from the production of chocolate, including these countries where cocoa beans are naturally found.
Right.
So, I mean, this chocolate bar is a custom one. I made it.
What did you put in it?
So it has, I don't know if you can see the rainbow.
I do.
So it has freeze-dried raspberries, caramel, and rainbow popping candy in a milk chocolate base. As you know, I cannot consume dairy in the United States.
Right.
This chocolate has actually improved my skin.
Shut up.
Lindsay, when I was there, everything I had cheese, I had all of these things that would truly make me sick, okay, and have sick acne. Nothing. Zero. Nothing. So, of course, I bring back 9 chocolate bars. I've already finished them.
Yeah.
But I'm eating white chocolate pure and nothing's happening. Like, it is fucking insane. So, yeah, this one is great. I also have the Ferrero Rocher flavor. It's incredible. And they sell them in the States.
I've seen them. My mom has gotten them.
Yeah.
But they have a very limited flavor range, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm. There are fucking 20 flavors.
Do I fly to Amsterdam now? Like, what are we doing?
I mean, I have to tell you, it's got to be available online. I'm sure there's a way to get it.
Yeah. There's like a whole snack community I've been opened up to of like rare and exotic snack finders, which honestly I think is great, but I would much prefer companies send it to me for free.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I would much more prefer that they send it and then I taste it and then my 20 followers are like, yes.
I mean, I have been truly peddling this Tony's story all over town.
Yeah.
People listen.
And they haven't given you a sponsorship yet?
It's been a lot of in-person stuff where I'm like just telling someone like, well, you're never going to guess about Tony's. You know about Tony's, right?
So funny.
Yeah. So that's what's happening right now. Sorry to sidebar, but.
No, I love it. I love it so much. I don't have any chocolate currently, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a huge chocolate person. I'm not like but you know what? This time of year makes me a little chocolatey. It makes me more chocolatey than normal. I would say like a Ferrero Rocher sits well with me around Christmas, maybe a Lindt truffle. But a Lindt truffle is maybe my favorite kind of chocolate candy. And I'll eat a whole fucking bag of those because the texture is fucking wild.
Yeah, you're a sick bitch. You want that. And I do too, because I'm a sick bitch too.
Absolutely. I'll eat any kind of Lindt. I don't give a shit. And those are, yeah, those would be the only kind of chocolate that I would go for. But this time of year, I mean, I want to get festive. I want to really engage with the season. And what can I say? Chocolate is involved in that, even though it is too sweet. And that's upsetting for me. Um,
Where are you at on what is the square one?
oh, I don't fucking care about those.
What are
Ghirardelli? Are you
no
talking
no
about
no.
Ritter?
Yes,
Kinder?
Ritter Sport.
Ritter Sport. I
Oh,
don't give a shit about Ritter Sport.
yeah. Okay.
You know,
Fair.
I also don't like I get offended when they sell things in like a small single serving and they're like, "Here's this. Enjoy your fucking 2 minutes of heaven." So, I just am not. Nick loves Ritter Sport every now and then. I'm a Kinder gal.
100%.
Like, I'll do Kinder all day. The Kinder eggs,
100%.
deeply underrated. Like, talk about a small package, big punch.
Yes. Oh my God, you're so right. Well, I mean, it makes sense. The Lindt truffles are, yeah,
Yes.
it's 100% the same thing.
No, it's the same thing. Those I can do. Ghirardellis can literally suck my dick. It's just like not I'm not even slightly tempted by Ghirardellis. I'm insulted because I don't know what planet they're on. I do like C's candies.
Amazing.
Yeah, C's candies are really, really good. I don't know also, you know what? Okay, there was a mall. Was it in Chicago? I think it was in Chicago. There was a mall that had a Godiva. And if you went into Godiva and you were a part of like their quote unquote members plan, which didn't mean anything, it just meant that like you signed up for their emails, you would get a free Godiva chocolate every month. And so Nick and I would go in and get our free Godiva chocolate every month. And the reality is we could have just been going to C's in California the whole time.
100%.
They're 100 times more generous.
Free sample? What? Oh, you mean my childhood going around the mall, going to C's, pretending to browse, getting the free sample? Like, come on.
I actually love the idea of you as a tiny child pretending to browse and C's by yourself. As if the employees thought you were gonna like pull a case and be like, you know what? Give me all the darks. And then
Oh,
you just casually, I'm like,
selling it.
I'm not really sure
Selling.
how I feel about this one. Do you think I could get a Samp?
Ooh. And by the way, all you guys recognize me, but can I try the Scotch Mellow for the 19th time?
Oh my God.
A Scotch Mellow? Rita? Like,
That I'm jealous of. I didn't the malls that I went to, they really their free sample game was very fucking weak, which I know. It's like
probably doing free samples. It's literally the perfect business model.
free samples are, and when I had Megan and Gailey on, we talked about how free samples are potentially a thing of the past now. Because
Oh
of
yeah, you can't even do it at frozen yogurt places.
yeah, which you know what? Salt and straw. I don't want your fucking rosemary vinegar ice cream unless I can taste it first. So don't come at me with your
Period.
weirdo fucking flavors.
Period. I'm not getting lavender birthday cake if you don't let me fucking take a taste real quick.
Yeah, exactly. And an abomination. So
Yeah,
I did hear Jenny's is opening it up again.
you did.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like rumor on the street, but it's like, here's the thing. I don't think that free samples in the way that they do them is unsanitary, in my opinion,
Uh huh.
because they're taking a clean spoon, which is the same as a scoop, and dipping it into the ice cream, and then they're handing it to you. Literally the same thing as when they give you a full scoop of ice cream.
The issue is, I think, just the taking off the mask to sample it, but places are now
Oh.
allowing people to eat inside. So it's like, but I will say about Jenny's, this is exciting. And maybe you might not really give a shit because it's a non-dairy flavor, but their banana cream pie right now is great because it's kind of mimicking the like Magnolia Bakery
Oh.
banana pudding.
Right.
With the vanilla wafers it's really great. It's really, really great.
Interesting. You're right. I don't give a shit, but
Oh, Lindsay, keep me young, baby. Love you.
No, I mean, like, if I had to do dairy free, I would love it. But I feel for you on that. That is, it's very exciting.
Look, my birthday is May 21st, and I want an ice cream cake. So,
I'll make you an ice cream cake. I fucking love making ice cream cakes.
what's the secret? How do you how do you fucking do that?
You have to use a mold and you have to let it freeze in layers. So, or like what you do is like you take cake pans and you press the ice cream when it's still soft into the cake pans. And so it's like a flat disc. And then when you layer it, you put them on top of each other. In between the layers, you put whatever you want. You could put cake, whatever. And then you just let it soften a little bit so that it kind of congeals together in a mold. And then you have an ice cream cake.
Nice. Okay, great. I'm glad to know that.
Yeah. I mean, it's very time consuming, but I love making my own ice cream.
You got one of those machines?
Oh, I got one of those machines, baby. You fucking kidding me?
Dang.
I'll make a custard ass ice cream 5 seconds.
Right now. Guess what I have that I need to give you since you have a machine?
I don't know, a menorah behind you?
I mean, I know you have one of those, but oh my god, I'm about to give you something right now.
I'm so excited.
Wait, what the fuck? Where is it? Oh my god, when I find this, Lindsay, stall. I have to find
Okay. Well, here's the stall. If you can listen and look at the same time, I do have Fuck, Marry, Kill, Poly Partner, which I want to say, um, Hannah, I believe your episode was the inception of the poly partner aspect of this.
It was. And
Yeah.
by the way, this is, oh shit, the price is on it. This is it.
Wow. What the
Ben
fuck?
and Jerry's ice cream dessert book. These are all the recipes. This is yours.
Oh my God. I love Ben and Jerry's.
Oreo mint, mocha Swiss chocolate almond, fresh Georgia peach. Baby, it's all in here, okay? New York super fudge chunk, French vanilla. This is for Lindsay.
Fuck. Thank you. Oh my God. I'm so excited. I always use such a shit recipe and I have adjusted, but it's like ice cream can never be bad. So, okay, so your episode was the inception of Fuck, Marry, Kill, Poly Partner.
Yes.
Which honestly has been a hit.
I'm glad.
It's really been a hit. It's really opened up, the boundaries of the typical Fuck, Marry, Kill structure.
Yes.
I would say smashed the structure, you know what I mean, for progressive sake.
You could say we kind of pegged the patriarchy.
Okay, you could say that.
You wouldn't say it because it's pretty lame.
No.
You could.
I like it. So we've got a couple rounds of this they're categorized for all Halloween candy, all different kinds. So the first one we have is non-chewy chocolate candy. Or no, non-chewy. It's like I already fucked it up. I wrote it down. And it's like, what is even? It's chewy candy. That's what it is. Okay, so it's chewy non-chocolate candy. Okay, so here are your choices. We have Airheads, flavored Tootsie Rolls, chewy Sweet Tarts, and Laffy Taffy.
Okay, so literally, thank you for showing me because this is my list. These are my candies. I love this shit. The flavored Tootsie Roll didn't even fucking occur to me. The strawberry's amazing. The vanilla is
Yep.
amazing. Like absolute hits all around.
Absolutely. One of the best underrated candies.
100%. It's giving Jewish Zadie vibes, like
Ooh.
like he has them at the house. Like it's very that. Um,
Yes.
oh my God. Wow. Wow. Culturally important to me. The fucking flavored Tootsie Rolls,
Yep.
incredible. Okay, so I have to say, just because of how horrific banana Laffy Taffy is to
Oh,
me
fuck.
personally, I have to kill Laffy Taffy.
Okay.
Just because the others are so deeply important. Poly Partner. Oh, so okay, kill. Okay, so give me the first two really quickly again.
Airheads, flavored Tootsie Rolls, chewy sweet tarts, and Laffy Taffy.
Okay, marry Airheads.
Okay, great.
Chewy sweet tarts, Laffy Taffy, chewy sweet tarts, and you're talking the big discs, the chewy big, the four of them.
Yeah, the big ones. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, um, I have to, uh, poly partner the chewy sweet tarts. I
Interesting.
have to fuck, the oh God, this is so hard.
I mean, you'd have to fuck the Tootsie Rolls
I would
then.
have to fuck the Tootsie Rolls.
You would have to fuck those Tootsie Rolls.
But the issue is, what is the first one?
Airheads.
Airheads. I mean,
You said you're marrying the Airheads, which I think is an interesting move.
I have to tell you, when I am at the gas station to get candy, in terms of what I go for most frequently, nothing touches Airheads. I mean, I have married them
Yeah.
in real life. That's a fact about me.
Wow.
That's something I've put, work into, practice behind. Like that's the world. That's my life. That's it.
Okay.
So, and I love the flavored Tootsie Rolls, but the chewy sweet tarts, I mean, they're sour, they're sweet, they have that jaw workout,
It's true. It's true.
and it's one of the only candies where I like a citrus flavor in it, like the yellow. I like it.
That's right. I forgot you're not a citrus
Yeah.
flavor, which is just like,
Again,
oof.
it's too close to fruit. It's a natural thing, and when I'm eating candy, I wanna forget, you know?
Okay. I mean, I get that. So your final choice is locked in. You're gonna fuck the
Airhead
Tootsie Rolls
fucking the Tootsie Rolls, marrying the Airheads,
and
poly partner sweet tarts, killing Laffy Taffy.
Okay. I mean, this is hard. This is a hard one. I like Laffy Taffy. There's something about
Incredible.
it's like if Airheads were more plastic and less candy. Cuz Airheads have that what do you call it? That Play-Doh quality too when you rip it. And like it's like Laffy Taffy is silly putty and Laffy Taffy is silly putty, Airheads are Play-Doh.
Yeah,
So it's like that's texturally, and I wish I could swap them
sure.
truly, but I don't think you can. So I would also kill the Laffy Taffy because I just don't think that it matches up flavor-wise. I would marry the flavored Tootsie Rolls
Yeah,
because you can't find them everywhere, and
you're
it
right.
is you get something good, you hold on to it. You
Yeah,
get something rare that
yeah.
you know is solid,
God, this
you
is
don't you don't let it go.
you're right. You're so
You gotta make the commitment, and then, obviously, I'm gonna poly with the Airheads because there's never not a good time to call in the Airheads, you know what I mean?
right.
Every
100%.
now Excuse me?
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought you were challenging it, and I was like, "I'll fuck you up." No, I absolutely, I completely agree. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have the airheads in the top too. That's just like the bottom line.
100%.
And then I would fuck the sweet tarts because I just they're a little too tart and in a way that I don't love. They're a little too chalky tart, and so there's not enough sharp fruit flavor and there's too much of the chalk. And so I feel like I need to only get it every once in a while.
Can I introduce a quality about the sweet tarts that I think is interesting? It's almost sinewy. I mean, if you broke one of those in half, they snap.
Yeah.
But if when you bite into it, it's like you're seeing these you're seeing
Fibers.
the fibers slipping away.
This is true, but what if I don't want that?
Your body, your choice. Again, I can't stress it enough.
No, absolutely, absolutely. But
Yeah,
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 okay.
I hear you on that.
We're on the same page. At least we're killing a Laffy Taffy. I'll eat a banana Laffy Taffy. If I had the choice, I would fuck specifically a banana Laffy Taffy just because it's like every now and then you gotta get it in and be
Not
like,
well,
"Oh,
not strawberry.
well, I would consider a more long-term relationship with strawberry Laffy Taffy.
Oh,
I
sure.
love strawberry Laffy Taffy, but if I was gonna give something like a late night bar fuck, it would be banana Laffy Taffy.
Sure. That's a
That would
good bet.
That's like a last call, go home with that.
I also just want to talk about the timeline on Airheads because we have lived in a world where the standard pack comes with apple and strawberry as opposed to grape and orange, which it now comes with, which I think is horrifically offensive.
I am so for grape flavored candy that I
Grape
can't.
fine. Grape fine. Orange, I'm sorry. Like,
I like orange too. I don't need an orange Airhead for some reason, but it's like an orange Tootsie Roll, hold
fine,
me back.
fine. Because the orange Tootsie Roll, can we talk about it? It's actually an orange creamsicle.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And so but it's got a little more zest, and I like that, and I appreciate it, and I'm here for it. Um, so here's our next category. Candy that comes in mini boxes, which I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
the candy that comes in mini boxes. The
Uh,
little
Ads.
yes. So, we've got Dots, Junior Mints, which are disgusting. You know I'm killing those. Nerds and Whoppers.
Oh my God, a lot of stuff that I hate here going on.
Really? Okay,
I
so it's like an
fucking hate
opposite
Whoppers.
scenario. You hate Whoppers?
Lindsay, it makes me cringe to bite into a Whopper. The way that it feels on my teeth hurts me emotionally and physically. It is hell. It's hell. I'm killing
You
Whoppers.
don't like malted milk?
Nope,
Malted
I
milk is
don't.
ugh.
I am getting my ass just went numb because I thought about biting into one of these horrific little demons. No, absolutely not. Killing Whoppers off the bat. I thought I was going to kill Dots, but no, it's fully Whoppers. Killing Whoppers.
Okay.
Fucking Dots.
Yeah.
What was the other one besides Nerds?
Junior mints.
Marrying Nerds, Poly Partner, Junior Mints.
Ugh. Oh my god.
What do you want from me? You know?
No, no, no. I mean, look, you're predictable based off of our previous conversations. I'm not trying to insult you, but it's like I already knew that you rode for the junior mints and it's unwarranted.
Look, I said what I said.
You did. You said what you said. And again, as you would say, your body, your choice. However, honestly, huge miss on the dots. Dots are one of the best textured candies out there, in my opinion. And this may be also, we differ on the red vines and the Twizzlers situation. So it's like, I don't know if that's like the subtlety and texture that we disagree on, but dots they're the worst. I think, like, my dentist told me they're maybe the worst candy for your teeth, and because they stick in there and, like, you'll just never get them out. You may not break a tooth on it, but it will slowly eat away at your teeth. Um, but I love a dot, so I think that I would marry the dots. I would poly with the nerds, and then I would fuck the Whoppers because I like a malted milk. I don't need it every day, but I know what I'm getting into and I know exactly what's gonna happen. And so I think that sometimes you need a steady fuck where you're like, "Hey, I know exactly what this is. I know you wanna cuddle. I know you wanna fucking do the whole deal." So, yes. Um, and
I
then
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I mean, I think they're a delicious warm flavor, and that's all I'll say. I'm not gonna try to convince you because it's not your prerogative.
The Whoppers just are a fundamental issue for me in terms of literally the way that dry, sharp, it's just horrific, deeply horrific. My
Yeah,
issue with dots circles back around to citrus. Three of those flavors are lime, lemon, and orange.
as
If
they should be.
yeah, well, here this is where we just disagree, and that's fine. We have a political difference here, and we move past it because we know that life is not black and white. We live in the gray here. I can't. If I get a little mini box of dots, I'm getting what, two, three flavors that I actually like. Three if I'm lucky, cherry and strawberry.
Mhm.
That's what it comes down to me for
Well,
to me.
the good news is if we were in a situation where we had candy and you ended up with dots, we would have a good trade because I would trade you the junior mints for the dots. However, I will argue with you saying like life, we're not in black and white. We have political differences. Bad things happen when good people say nothing. So
Where I was thinking that you were going to pitch, well, we're a good pair, and this is why it's important together despite our differences. Because if I had the dots, you would take the flavors I didn't want, and then maybe you would give me, whatever you had that
sure.
it was an even split, and nothing goes to waste. But here you go.
Yeah, well, just like my political belief, I think centrists are pussies. And and I stand by that, and so I'm not gonna be a centrist and just fucking be like reach across the aisle, if you will. Um, okay, do you wanna play one more round of Fuck, Marry, Kill, Polly Partner?
Let's hit it.
Okay, here's the last round. We've got candy bars. Okay, so we have Kit Kat, Three Musketeers, Butterfinger, and Twix.
Mary Twix,
Mhm.
Polly Partner, Kit Kat, fuck Three Musketeers, kill Butterfingers.
Oh my god, sacrilegious also because Alex, your partner, loves Butterfinger.
Nope, don't care.
Wow. Okay, I actually, like, respect that independence. I think Kit Kats are the most useless fucking I know that they're, like, a whole thing, they've got flavors all around the world. I could give 2 shits. They don't taste like anything to me. I'm not a wafer bitch. I don't fuck with them. So, I would kill the Kit Kats. I don't mind fucking a Three Musketeers. I really don't. So I would go for that. It's a nice pleasant fuck. I would marry the Butterfinger and then I would poly with the Twix. This was surprisingly easy, this last one.
This one is easy. Yeah, I mean, we have a fundamental difference on the Butterfinger front. That's okay.
Sure. No, it's okay. I mean, look, we have plenty of time to discuss this in text arguments, and we'll save the rest for that and the haunting pictures I'll send you
Yeah.
over the next several days. But Hannah, you've been a lovely, lovely guest as always. Thank you
Uh,
so much. Where can the people find you?
you can find me usually walking down the street. I go to the market
Yeah.
sometimes. But if you were looking
Yes.
for me online, you just type in my name to Google and you'll find me and I'll be there. You could do, on Instagram. I'm on the web. You will find me if you wish.
Okay, so Hannah is on the World Wide Web,
Yeah,
in Google as Hannah Einbinder,
the lucky
Emmy nominated actress from the HBO Hacks, also seen in Vogue magazine, also seen
really?
sending me taunting. I don't know, did I make that up?
Yeah, I don't think I've been in there.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Like,
Giving you fake credits, your publicist calls me and is like, literally take it out.
that.
Okay. I love you. Thank you for being on. Thank you guys for
Yeah.
listening. I am very appreciative and stay tuned for the next episode.
Like and subscribe, you fucking cowards.
You heard it.